Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be working on the RZR Pro XP, and we're going to be putting on those RokBlokz fender flares, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through a little bit on the process of doing it. I probably won't show you me putting them all on. I'll probably put one of the fronts on and one of the backs on. That way you guys can look at it, and then I'll show you the finished product. So guys, just stay tuned, enjoy, and we're going to get these put on. So we'll be right back. All right, guys. So what you're going to need for putting these RokBlokz fender flares on is you're going to need I believe this is a 5/32 Allen head. You're going to need a 10mm 1/4" drill bit and either a ratchet or an impact or whatever and a drill. And so I'm going to take these apart since these were already pre-installed on a rig, and then I will show you guys starting to put it on. All right, guys, so the first section we're going to do is on the back on the driver's side. It's got these 3 mounting holes right here that are already in the RZR. And so we're going to go ahead and get that mounted. That way I can use the other end of the fender flare as a drill point, and I will show you where those are at. So got this put on, just 3 bolts there. And you can see underneath here that these screw holes. And I'm going to use those as a mounting point or a drill point to mount to this fender. And I will show you guys the parts that go underneath here. So it's got a piece that goes underneath, which would go inside your fender. And then you've got your mounting hardware. They screw into these clips here. And then it's got this piece that goes underneath the fender to reinforce that point. Something that I would like to mention, when you are putting this piece here in, you're going to have to pull down the tail assembly, the tail light assembly here, because there's a little gap and it slides in back behind here. So that is something that you will have to keep in mind, is that you're going to have to pull that down a little bit and slide that in. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes and get this stuff mounted up, and I will show you guys the finished product. Okay, so here is the finished product, and I freaking like it. So you can see that starts small there, works its way up, extends out. You can see the little extra piece right underneath here for a little added support. And guys, these things are super simple to install, and they are very, very self-explanatory. And I'm liking them. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the front, get it put on, and I'll show you guys it. Okay guys, so just a little update. Started here on the front. So this mounts on the flat side of your front fender and then mounts in up here. So something I found out is I needed to get a 5/16 bit, because these fenders on the front use this little holder here. And so what I done was I took this screw out, I positioned the fender where I thought it needed to be, and because I didn't have the screw guides, and I screwed it all the way down through so I knew where all the holes were supposed to be. Drilled it out with a 5/16, then took them apart, and then these little guys right here just take and snap in right there. And so I'm going to do that to all those. I'll get this mounted up and I'll show you what it looks like. We have finished the extended fender flares on the Pro XP. And I will flip this around so you guys can see. And I like the way it turns out. I think it'll be pretty good. So, all right, guys. So here it is with the extended fender flares on it. I like the way that they turned out. Looks really good. Looks like it should offer a little better protection on mud for the driver and rider. I mean, it doesn't stick out a long ways, but definitely better than what it was. So we'll get you guys on a couple rides here before long. We're going to be going down to the sand dunes. I'm going to try to convince a couple people to go ride at Kansas Rocks here in maybe a week or so. But all right, guys, we're gonna jump out of here, and we'll see you on the next one.